everyone. Welcome back to the Ezekiel, our trusty boat for our trip down the river of life. My name is Captain Dustin, and each day we're stopping in various parts along the river to learn about how water and how God works through water. We'll also be meeting some great leaders around the world and learning how ELCA World Hunger is supporting their work to help their neighbors. The theme for today is God Provides. As you're exploring today's port, be on the lookout for all the ways God is providing for God's people and who God is using to do God's work. Let's pray. Dear God, thank you for all the ways you're with us. Help us today to see your work in the world and in each other. Amen. I think I see today's port city coming into view. Time to welcome Pilot Claire back to guide us in.
Hi, everyone. Good to be back on board with you. Before we pull in today's port, do you remember what our destination yesterday was? That's right. Yesterday we visited the headwaters themselves, the waters of creation. We also met some of our neighbors in Cambodia and learned about the work they are doing in growing fresh food in their schools.
There was a lot of water at creation, but the port we're pulling into today looks very dry.
It is dry. Today we're going to visit Moses and the Israelites in the desert.
The desert? But this is a VBS about water. How are we going to learn about water in the desert?
Well, do things live in the desert?
Of course things live in the desert. There are lizards and cacti and people. Deserts can be full of life.
If there's life, then there's water. Remember the theme of this week. Everything will live where the river goes. There is life in the desert, so there's water in the desert.
Okay, sure, but there's not much water in the desert. Not enough to have a boat festival or a river that flows backward like in Cambodia.
You're right. There isn't much water in the desert. That makes the water that is there really important. Today, we are going to learn about how God gave water to the Israelites out of a rock.
Water from a rock? That's amazing.
It is. Then we're going to El Salvador to see a project that's working to restore a river basin. Even a lot of places that have rain can have a hard time if the water is dirty or unsafe. Deserts aren't the only places that may not have enough water to drink.
You know, I never really thought about that. And things that live in the desert are used to not having much water. I bet it's hard for places that are used to water if they don't have clean water.
It can be. But what we're going to learn today is how God always finds new ways to provide for his people. And one of the ways God helps people is through us. There are all sorts of things we can do to bring water back to thirsty places.
Wow. Thanks, Pilot Claire. I'm excited to see what today's port has in store.
Have a great time exploring the desert today.
Today, we're going to talk about a man named Moses. Do you know who Moses is? Well, let's find out. A long time ago, God's people were in a faraway place that was led by a man called Pharaoh. God's people were slaves in this land. They had to work and work for Pharaoh, and they were punished if they stopped. So God sent Moses to free them and bring them to a new home where they would be safe. It was a very long trip to get to the new home, and on the way, the people started to worry that God had forgotten them. This is a story from during that journey. It's from Exodus. The Israelites left the western Sinai desert. They traveled all together from place to place as the Lord commanded. They camped at Rephidim, and there was no water for the people to drink. So they turned against Moses and started arguing with him. They said, "Give us water to drink." Moses said to them, "Why have you turned against me? Why are you testing the Lord?" But the people were very thirsty, so they continued complaining to Moses. They said, "Why did you bring us out of Egypt? Did you bring us out here so that we, our children, and our cattle will all die without water?" So Moses cried to the Lord, "What can I do with these people? They're ready to kill me." The Lord said to Moses, "Go before the Israelites, take some of the elders of the people with you. Carry your walking stick with you. This is the stick that you used when you hit the Nile River. I will stand before you at a rock at Horeb. Hit the rock with the walking stick, and water will come out of it. Then the people can drink." Moses did these things, and the elders of Israel saw it. So why were people complaining? They were thirsty. Do you remember what Moses did? He heard them and asked God for help. Now, how do you think the people felt when God helped them get water from a rock? God showed Moses a new way to get water so the people would have what they needed. Sometimes we might not know how to solve a problem, but we can pray to God and God will show us a solution. It might be a big solution like Moses got, but often it's not as flashy. Sometimes it's a friend or a teacher who can help us, or someone who has the thing we need. Can you think of a time when you needed help and someone was able to help you? What about a time when someone needed help and you helped them? We can trust God to ask for help just like we can trust people in our lives like family, friends, or teachers. It takes courage to ask for help, but God can give us the strength, just like God helps us to be that helper when someone we love needs us. Please take a minute and pray with me. Dear God, thank you for giving us everything we need. We thank you today, especially for the people who help us. Be with us today as we learn about how you provide for all people, especially the people of El Salvador. Amen.
Hello, we hope you enjoyed yesterday's craft project and we're back for another fun one. Today we are going to make a little sailboat. And again, Rebecca's holding what it looks like. It says Day 2 Sailboat, and it's got all of the supplies you need. You will need a couple things from home. First, you're gonna need some scissors. And the other thing is some sort of a coloring. So you could use colored pencils, you can use crayons, you could use markers, whatever you want. The other thing you're gonna need to grab is your bottle of glue that was in the Day 1 project. So you're gonna need that as well. We've got our glue all ready to go and our scissors. I'm gonna go ahead and start showing you what's in the sack. In the meantime, I'm gonna ask Rebecca if she will, I'm gonna dump out, everything will kind of come inside the boat that you get, and you get kind of a smorgasbord, a fun amount of different things. Rebecca, I'm gonna ask you if you would like to start coloring or decorating.
Sure.
What would you like? Would you like markers or colored pencils?
I'll go with colored pencils because as you can see on this one, we did use marker.
Yeah.
So I'll show what I can do with colored pencils.
So there you go. Okay, well, while Rebecca is getting started on that, you will see that, like she said, I just did markers and then I also used stickers. So let me show you what's all in your project. You've got some fun little stickers here. You've got some stars, and these ones have there's a frog and a turtle and fish and a duck. You've got some pom-poms in there. You've kind of got this fun little felt wire thing. You're gonna get a craft stick. This is gonna be part of the sail that we use. You're going to have some other fun foam stickers. In this one, there's a fish, there's a dolphin, there's some coral, another fish, and a seashell. And then you're also got these foam shapes. Now the fun thing about the shapes, and this is where if you want your scissors, where they come in, is if you want to cut the shapes. Now these ones all have to be glued down. So this is where your glue comes into place. You've got some sticker things. and you've got some things that need to be glued. And then in addition, there's some more, toss all those out. You've got it's just a nice variety of the foam shapes. We've got circles, triangles, squares, hearts. I'm not sure what everybody's got. We just kind of did a little handful and gave them to you. You also have 2 different sheets of paper. We gave everybody an option, so again, very random. We don't know what you're going to get. In this package, there ends up being one that has cupcakes, and it looks like this is supposed to be ice cream, maybe, or is that just a fancy cupcake?
No, I think it's ice cream because
Yeah,
it's a little spoon.
spoon, yeah. So, and then this one is flowers. Now, I had been playing with how to fold this, so I actually already have one. This one is the peace symbol. So while Rebecca is doing that, what I wanted to say is that you can decorate both sides of the boat. I opted when I did this one just to do the front side, but remember you do have a back side of how you want to do it, and however you do it is great. I only did just a little bit of coloring down here and left it more blank, and then just used some fun stickers to decorate. Rebecca looks like she's doing a very pretty beach scene. And the other thing that you should think about is if you want to name your boat. All boats usually have a name. I didn't name this one, but I'm thinking we should call this, how about Honu?
Oh, like turtle?
Turtle, Honu is how you say turtle in Hawaiian. And so I'm gonna get a marker here out of my caddy, and I'm just going to write Honu. So if you want to do that, come up with a name for your boat. Be thinking about that as well, and at the end you can add a name. So I just added Honu because there's a turtle right here. Okay, so Rebecca has colored one side, and she did this really cool scene. Now, would you like to add any other embellishments?
I'll do it right here since that's where I left a lot of white
Okay,
space.
so you've got, let me show you. So like we said, we've got all these fun foam shapes, as well as we've got some stickers on there as well. So, and then there's these fun stickers too.
Very
So
cool.
What do you think we should
Start with
do?
a dolphin.
Okay.
Maybe I can like continue the scene.
Yeah,
kind of.
so like the dolphin, and you could put some coral down here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
I'll add some coral. Now, if you, with the foam stickers, if there is a shape that you don't see, you know, that's where, feel free to use your scissors to create the shape that you want. And add the coral right there.
Perfect.
The other thing is, again, you can save some of these and decorate your sail, which I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. The other thing is that once you've chosen your paper, if you want to make shapes out of, let's say I'm gonna do a sail out of this one, you can use this one and you could cut out this flower or this flower and glue that on. So that's another thing that you can do with that other piece of paper. So Rebecca just added a triangle. And for time purposes, we're only going to decorate the front side. Now, while she's kind of finishing up that, I'm going to show you. So you're going to get a square sheet of paper. See, these are the same size. What you're going to do is you're going to turn it and you're going to fold corner to corner. And by folding corner to corner and line it up as best you can, is this becomes your sail. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can choose to do your sail, okay? You can choose to have your sail, I'm just gonna put this in here for, you can have your sail this way, or you could do a sail this way. Now, I'm gonna do my sail this way because then the stick is completely hidden by when you glue it down. So this is where you're going to need the glue. And again, you don't need to do a whole lot, maybe an inch or so, even 3/4 of an inch. But what I'm also going to do is, so that my sail stays shut, is I'm going to do glue along both of these corners, or these edges. I'm going to put the stick in here in the corner. And then once the stick's down, I'm actually going to add a little bit more glue on top of the stick so that the paper, when we fold it, will stick to the top of the stick as well as to the edges. So we're going to go there, and we're going to kind of go there so that it seals it. And again, like yesterday's project, it's going to take a couple of hours for it to completely dry, which you're going to want to do before you play with your boat, is make sure that it's completely dry. But then there is our mast and our sail. Now, we have the fun colored, or the fun printed paper, which you can leave it like this. But if you want to add a little something, I'm going to add a pom-pom, I think, to the top. And maybe I'll do another one down here. So just take a little bit of your glue, and which one should I do? Which pom-pom should I use?
I like the orange one. I think it stands out.
Perfect. So we're going to glue that on right there. And again, just press it down. Okay. So there you go. Now, like I said, you've got more stickers. If you wanted to add more stickers, or let's say you wanted to add one of your glittery foam stickers, you can add those up there as well. You can do, this is your sailboat, you can customize it, do whatever you want. There's this little fun guy that has a wire in it that you could do whatever you want. We just gave you lots of fun things to use.
Around here.
Oh, yeah, there's an idea. You could wrap it around. You want to do that? Then the last part that we're going to do after Rebecca gets that wrapped is we are going to glue our sail to our boat. This one, what I found is the easiest to do is instead of trying to reach in here and put glue on the inside of the boat, is I actually added the glue to the stick. So I'm going to say this is kind of the front, even though if you color both sides, you could also add a pom-pom to the other side, and then it would be kind of the same. But I'm just, for right now, I'm just going to say this is the front. So I'm going to take the back of the stick, or whatever side is going to get glued into the boat, and you're going to put your glue right on the stick itself. Okay? And then you're going to decide where in the boat. Rebecca, where in the boat should the sail go?
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Okay. So there's our glue. Here's our edge. We're going to just take this, and you're going to push it on and have it laying down. And kind of like we did before, just press with your finger for a few seconds just to make sure that there's a nice, good contact between the stick and the paper plate that we used as our boat. And I think that's good. Again, wait until it's completely dried before you try and play with it. Otherwise, it could potentially come apart. I'm going to kind of hold it together so you can see. So there is our fun sailboat that we created. Oh, my little guy came off. Let's add a little more glue to our pom-pom. And if that happens, that's okay. Just add a little more glue and put it back on and push it down. And again, once it completely dries, it then won't come off. All right, there. Now there's our sailboat.
Yeah. And just a reminder, these are not water safe, so don't try and sail them in water. It won't work.
Yeah, you have to use your imagination.
Your boat will capsize.
Or disintegrate.
That too.
We hope you had fun today. We'll see you tomorrow.
day 2 of our Vacation Bible School video. We're at the part of our video we're going to have some physical activity. So today it's all about some sports drills. We get to really explore all the ways that God has created our bodies to move and really celebrate all the different directions we can go and that great gift of movement that we have that keeps us healthy. So we're going to do a bunch of different sports, little snippets of different sports. I hope you'll join me. Let's get going with some skiing. We've got our poles, we've got our boots and our skis on. We're going down the hill. Push off with your poles, get some momentum going down this hill. We're going to go side to side, keep your toes down, you're moving your heels. We're going for some slalom turns. All right, let's go straight again, straight down that hill. We're going to slow down. You know how to slow down when you ski? Put your toes together, kind of like a triangle, and that will slow your skis down. Slow your arms down to match up what you've done. Nice job. All right. Hey, we're going to head to the beach. Let's swim. We can go anywhere to do our physical activity today. Big reaches with your arms. Scoop that water back. Excellent. Keep your feet moving. You're swimming, you're swimming. All right. Have you ever done the breaststroke? Let's try that one. We start close in, we open the chest, scoop underneath and come back. And you can keep pedaling your legs like a march or add the frog kick in. One leg at a time, up, out, in and down. Do your frog kick. Match up with your strokes so you're really efficient every time you make your strokes. Reach for the edge of the pool. Reach, reach, reach. Blow out your bubbles. Do you want to do that? All right. Okay, let's go for our backstroke. One arm at a time. Turn your body a little bit every time you make a stroke. That way you corkscrew through the water. You're very fast through the water with your backstroke. Keeping your chin up, your face up out of the water. Power through with your arms and legs. All right, one more big stroke on each side. Nice job. All right, shake off the water. We don't have a towel today, just shake it off. I think you're ready to jump rope with me. Okay, here's your rope. Okay, so sometimes you like to just run with the rope. Sometimes you like to jump every time it goes under the feet. Maybe you're going for high knees with a jog. So many ways to get your heart rate up, get your arms going, jump in that rope back to jumps, or maybe a little jump, little jumpy jumps. All these different ways you can jump rope. How about backward with your rope? I'm gonna jog as I go with my rope backward. Backward, backward. Keep your jumping up. All right, how about if you had a friend and you each had a rope, you could do double dutch. Crisscross. Crisscross that rope. All right, double dutch. Keep your rope going, keep your arms going. Nice job. Okay, pick your favorite way to jump. We're gonna finish up. Pick your favorite one. Maybe you're going for a 2 rope between every jump. All right, bring it down. Nice job with your creative jump roping. Very good. We're gonna go skating now. And you could just skate nice and slow, skating on that ice, or you could go for Olympic power speed skating, where you're reaching and you're digging that foot behind. Reach, 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 reach. You can cover some distance with your skating. Reach, reach. This is the way you get to that finish line fast. Skate back and forth. Reach and reach. All right, lots of power in your legs. Strong leg muscles for those skaters. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We keep talking about our leg muscles. How about some upper arm work? Some punches. All right, let's get our base ready. Open up, you're gonna bend your knees. Bend your knees. Every time you bend, you're gonna punch. Punch. Extend. Nice job. Reach and reach. Okay, I bet you've got this now. We're gonna speed it up a little bit. We're gonna bounce up and down at our knees. And we're gonna do little punches. These are called uppercuts. but you don't want to punch your own chin. Keep it here, close to the body. It's a protecting move. Here we go, up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, how about those big ones again? Deep bends at the knee, full extension of your arm. Keep your thumb on the outside. Don't want that thumb inside your fist if you make contact. Here we go, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And one more set of our quick ones. Quick little uppercuts. Let's get those pulsing in the legs. All right, you guys are looking good. I know you can do this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we've done a lot of sports. We've got a few more left. How about some basketball moves? When we are playing basketball, not only are we trying to make points, we're trying to keep the other team from making points. So we've got to move. It's your defensive move. You don't just run up and down the court. You go sideways a lot. Let's go sideways with a shuffle. Sideways with a shuffle. You're blocking, blocking, blocking. Keeping those arms out to the side. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Bending your legs, making yourself bigger. Maybe you're reaching up and down to keep blocking, back and forth. Nice job. I bet you want to shoot some baskets though. You've defended for quite a bit. All right, let's go to the end. Go up on our tiptoes, shoot 2 baskets. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Take a basket. Throw that ball. Nice job. Here we go. Here we go. Take 2 shots. You must have friends on the team who rebound and they give you the ball so you can take 2 shots, 2 in a row. Nice job. Now we're going to finish over on this side. Shuffle over, defend, and then take those 2 shots. You got it. All right, football. There's a football move we do called a football run. Super quick feet. Pumping little arms. You got your football run on? Okay, let's make it a little more exciting. We're gonna go out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in. You take it low and high, low and high. Football run, take it faster, faster, faster. Gotta be agile as a football player. You're defending, you might be catching the ball. You gotta know where your feet are. Okay, let's get going with that football run in place. And I'm gonna say freeze. And whatever position you're in, you're gonna freeze right there. Freeze. Ooh, 1 foot. Let's go again. Get that football run going. Fast feet, fast arms. Freeze. Let's go again. You got it, you got it. Freeze. I didn't catch my balance. Did you lose your balance? That can happen. Just try it again. Let's go one more time with our freeze. Football move. Freeze. Excellent. I'm proud of you. All right, we're going to take it back to that swim. You ready for a nice swim? Cool down. Or we reach with our arms. Reach. Scoop that water back. Make that progress through the water. We had marching feet as our swim stroke for our legs. Nice job. What was our second stroke that we did? Breaststroke? Yeah, let's do that. Reach and pull it in. There were some legs that went along with the breaststroke. What was that frog kick move? Up, out, in and down. Up and out. Up and out. Feels good to do these big reaching moves when we've done all those little tight, fast, quick moves. It's a way to bring our muscles back into their nice long original form. Helps us to not feel sore afterward after we've done some exercise. Nice job. Okay, got one more stroke to do. This one helps us corkscrew through the water. We go like this, we turn as we do our backstroke. Turn and turn. All right. Oh, are you making it to the end? How do you know when you're at the end of the pool when you're doing the backstroke? Got to reach with those fingers, and then they do a cool turn, flip turn back under and go to the other way. Let's do each arm, one more reach for each arm. Here's on the right, here's on the left, and we're going to finish where we started with a little bit of skiing. Here we go. Boots and poles and skis. Bend our legs, push off with our arms, bringing us back down, bringing our heart rates down. I know you guys have done great with all your different sports drills today. Let's go side to side, make some little turns down our hill, using our poles to help guide us, turning our feet. All right, let's go straight one more time. Line those feet up straight. Use your power through your arms, through your poles, and then we'll take it to slow. Remember, we're gonna turn the toes together and we snow plow to stop. Let's go pull for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and you are done. I am so glad you took some time to exercise with me. Try some new sports drills. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hello and welcome to day 2. We are making a snack from El Salvador today, and it is pronounced minutas. And basically today is going to be, it will be like a snow cone with a fruit syrup over the top. And I will show you how we make this. So we have a banana. We have strawberries, and we have pineapple. And what I will be doing with this is putting it in the blender and blending it all up to get it ready to cook on the stove. Okay, so now that I have got my fruit all washed, chopped up, and blended in the blender, I have put it into a saucepan and I have put it on the stove and brought it to a boil to cook down. So now that it has been cooked down on the stove, this is our final product. It's all blended and boiled down, so it is a syrup. And you will use this to pour over your crushed ice or over the top of ice cream. It's good for both. You can even put it on pancakes. So now I'm going to show you how we do the ice. Take some ice and we put it in our blender. Blend it all real good so we have like shaved ice. Now that the ice is crushed up, we're going to put the ice in the bowl, and then you just take your syrup that you made and you pour it over the top. And there you have it, El Salvador's minutas.
Hello, my name is Emery. Today's VBS theme is God Provides. In the Bible story today, we heard how God provided water for the people after they left slavery in Egypt. We know that God provides for our every need. We also know that we have a responsibility to care for the good things God has provided and to make sure that everyone can share them. In today's story, we will hear about a community in El Salvador that is working to restore and protect the waters that provide life and livelihoods for the families that live there. Here are some facts about El Salvador. 7 million people live in El Salvador. El Salvador has many earthquakes and active volcanoes, and is known as the land of volcanoes. 3 million people of El Salvadoran descent now live in the United States. Rice, beans, and tortillas are some of the main foods of El Salvador. Pupusas, handmade corn tortillas stuffed with cheese, beans, and other fillings, are the most famous national food. Water is pretty important, right? What do we need water for? We need water for lots of things, so it's good that there is so much of it on Earth. But how can we use all the water on the Earth? Can we drink water from the ocean? What if the water isn't clean? Can we use it for washing things or for cooking? For some of our neighbors, getting clean, safe water can be difficult, and even if the water is safe, they might not be able to use it. Someone else might tell them they can't, or there might be governments or companies that stop them from taking and using the water. Being surrounded by water is one thing. Being able to access and use the water is something else. In the country of El Salvador, families from 8 communities are working to restore the quality of the water they depend on from the San Antonio River, the Nejapa Aquifer, and the Jiboa River. With the Lutheran Church of El Salvador, they are working to make sure that the water from each of these is safe for drinking, cooking, and washing. Miguel is one of the leaders of the project in his community. He and his neighbors have worked hard to make sure everyone understands how to care for the waters. This is a big job, and to make it work, a lot of people need to be involved. So the church has helped businesses, the government, and even other countries near El Salvador get involved. Together, they are working to stop pollution of the waters, to clean up the rivers and aquifer, and to help protect the right of the people to use the water. Miguel is happy that they have been able to do so much. He says that the project has helped change the course of the community, and he hopes it will be a path of success for all the people. Let's look at the picture of the river. How far do you think a river goes? Does it just stay in one town? Rivers go all over, and along the way, other rivers and streams flow into them. One community can't take care of the river on its own. It takes help from people all along the river to keep it clean and to make sure that everyone can use it. So Miguel and his neighbors have worked with other people in other communities to restore the waters together. Along the way, Miguel has helped other people learn about how to care for the waters and about their rights to use the water to make sure that everyone can enjoy it. And he has learned from other people too. They have worked together, learned from each other, and become partners in caring for the waters. Now, Miguel is proud that he has been a leader in his community, and he is proud of what the people have accomplished together. Doing our part to care for God's creation is important work. It takes a lot of people working together and learning from each other to keep the water clean and safe so people can enjoy it for years to come. But it also means working together to make sure that everyone has the right to use the water. As a church, we believe that water is a gift from God, and it is a pretty special gift. We are part of God's creation, and God calls us to care for other parts of creation, including water. By caring for the water and making sure everyone can use it, we can be part of God's work in the world, keeping the rivers healthy and flowing, as Miguel and his neighbors are doing in El Salvador.
Wow, what a fun day. What did you learn about how God provides? Well, I wonder what God will provide for us tomorrow as we learn about a new Bible story and a new place along the river. Let's pray before we go. Dear God, we thank you for providing what we need. We know that you care for us. Help us to care for others and share what we have so that nobody goes hungry or thirsty. Amen, and see you tomorrow.